Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Betty Pra and today I'm going to be bringing you another video on Apex Legends. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys what are all the resolutions you can use in this game and which resolutions should you use and which you should stay away from. And basically, yeah, I'm going to be recommending my personal favorite resolution to use as well. So let's get into the video. Right, the first resolution we are going to be looking at here is going to be your 1920 by 1080 resolution, which is basically your native resolution 16 by 9 aspect ratio. This is the most used resolution by Apex Legends players, and it is one of the best resolutions if you can use them. So basically, this is going to be a 1080p clear view of the entire map. It is going to be looking crisp. If your PC can handle this resolution, I would say go use this resolution. It's a really good resolution. But the only problem which I have with this resolution is for lower end PCs, I don't think this resolution is the best because this may cause lag for lower end PCs. But if you're having a good PC and if you want to look sharp, look crisp, all the details nicely visible, then use this resolution. So basically you can use this resolution to see stuff which is very far away. And for example, here all the far objects are clearly visible to me. This is the best resolution if you want a crisp and clear image in your Apex Legends. But if your PC can't handle it, I'm going to be showcasing some new different resolutions. Alright, so next up on this list, I have a 1600 by 900, 1366 by 768, 1360 by 768, 1280 by 720. I'm honestly not going to be showcasing you any of these resolutions because in my opinion, if you're using 16 by 9 aspect ratio, you should be using 1920 by 1080. If your PC can't handle it, I'm going to be showing you different resolutions. But for 16 by 9 aspect ratio, in my opinion, this is the best. What is the reason behind this? It's because whenever you go lower in the resolution, all your image starts to look more blurry because it basically becomes way worse, and there is no real benefit to this. Even though it will help your CPU performance, you can see way better in different resolutions I'm going to recommend further in the video. Now coming to your 16 by 10 aspect ratio, so here your resolution will look more stretched out because your height resolution is actually changed to 10 now, and here you have a variety of choices for resolution. You have 1680 by 1050, 1600 by 1024, 1440 by 900, 1280 by 800. So you can use any of these resolutions. I personally feel that 16 by 10 aspect ratio is better compared to 16 by 9 aspect ratio, but it may come down to personal choices. I personally feel that this is better because you are able to see the objects more clearly and the objects appear more bigger to you and the hitboxes appear more bigger to you, so it is easier to hit the enemies when you're shooting, and it is also easier to detect the enemies in my opinion. But if you're going to use a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, as I said, just use a 1920 by 1080 resolution. Also, a good thing about the 16 by 10 aspect ratio is that it is going to give you a slight performance boost compared to the other resolution because you're not being able to look at the entire screen properly. Since you're eliminating few pixels, your frames also increase, so hence it is going to be more smoother compared to the other resolution. I'm going to start off with 1680 by 1050 and I'm going to showcase you guys how this resolution actually works. Alright, as you guys can see, your resolution looks a little bit more stretched out. You can see a lot more which is happening on the screen. Not a whole lot, but still it is way wider compared to your 16 by 9 aspect ratio. So here you can see that the enemies look way bigger. So you can basically hit them easier compared to others. So this is one of those good aspect ratios which I recommend using, but again there is going to be a performance difference. If your PC is unable to handle this high resolution, I have some alternatives. So basically all your other alternatives, if you go on to the settings here, you have 1680 by 1050 which I'm currently using. If you go for 1600 by 1024, 1440 by 900 and lower, all these resolutions are going to be in your 16 by 10 aspect ratio range itself. It is basically going to make it will basically make your game look more blurry, but it will increase your CPU performance. So if you want, you can try out this 1600 by 1024 and also 1440 by 900. So both are going to be good resolutions. As you guys can see, it's going to be the same aspect ratio. I'm going to be able to see the objects clearly here as well. So as you can see, there is not much difference compared to your 1680 by 1050 and your 1600 by 1024. So therefore, I personally recommend using a lower resolution if you're using aspect ratio of 16 is to 10, but I don't recommend using a lower resolution than 1920 by 1080 if you're using 16 by 9. So even in 16 by 10, I recommend going using either 1440 by 900, these first three, right? 1680 by 1050, 1600 by 1024, or 1440 by 900. Anything lower than this will look your game look a lot blurry, and I personally don't feel like this is good because you'll be unable to see objects clearly in the very low resolutions. Hence, you'll be not able to detect the enemies easier. So therefore, I would recommend using the above three resolutions. This is good. I think 1440 by 900 is actually really good. I was actually using this resolution for quite a while now. I recently switched into a new resolution, which is a special type of resolution, which I'm going to be showing you guys very soon. Alright, coming to your last aspect ratio, you have 4 is to 3 and 5 is to 4. I personally don't recommend using this resolution. Main reason is because this resolution will give you black bars on the top or on the bottom. So I don't recommend using this resolution just for that case, because I personally don't think you need to reduce the width of your screen just so you can have better performance. So that will basically means that you're playing on a smaller screen, which is going to be worse in my opinion. I know some people use 4 is to 3 and 5 is to 4 resolutions. I personally don't recommend them. I'm going to be showcasing you a new different resolution which is not in the game. I mean, you might have it in the game, but if you are not having it in the game, I'll be showing you that resolution, and I will also show you how do you apply that resolution. Alright, so with all the resolutions I've talked about, my personal favorite comes down to 1440 by 1080 resolution. So what is this resolution, you may ask? This is going to be a stretch resolution wherein again your objects look bigger, but you are able to see a little less of the screen. So there is a trade-off there. But in my opinion, this resolution is really good because not only your objects look bigger and more clearer, you're going to get a performance increase, which is a hell lot of increase. And in my opinion, this is the best resolution. I've been using this resolution for the past few days, and I think this is the best resolution in the game. Now, some of you guys might have this resolution already built in here, so you can just change the resolution and apply that. But if you are not having this resolution, then you need to follow the steps in order to get this stretch resolution, right? So basically, first thing you need to do is going to exit your game. After you exit your game, you need to come down here to your taskbar, and here you need to type in NVIDIA control panel. This thing is going to open up. So here you're going to go down to change resolution in display. And here you can see all of the different resolutions which are available to you. Here I've already made my own 1440 by 1080 custom resolution. If you are already having it in your PC, then that's well and good. You don't have to create a custom resolution. If you are not, then you need to go to customize here, and here you need to say create custom resolution. So you basically have your horizontal pixels and vertical lines. So your horizontal pixels is going to be the one where you put in 1440, and your vertical lines you're going to be placing in 1080 there. So after this, you'll just say test. So when you say test, it is going to ask if you want to keep these changes, if you want to create this resolution or something. You want to say yes there. I'm not going to do this now because I've already created my custom resolution and I don't want to create it again, right? So basically, then you'll have your custom resolution. It should show up in your resolution field here. It should say custom, and you should have this resolution. So first thing you need to do is click this resolution and apply it to your computer. After you apply it to your computer, you'll say your desktop configuration. Yes, click yes. And now your resolution has been changed to 1440 by 1080, your display resolution of your computer. Next, what you should do is going to be coming to your search bar, and you need to type in saved games. Click open. So here you'll be having your games. If you want, go to respawn, go to apex, go to local, and here you can find video config. Double click on that. Okay, before you double click on this, you need to go to properties, and you can see that there is a read only option. So if this thing is checked, then you can only read the file. You can't make changes to this file. Here I'm personally trying to make changes to this file. So you make sure you unclick that, apply it, and then okay. If yours is not ticked, then it is good. and you just double click this file. It's just a text file. This thing will open up. Scroll down, you need to find something called default resolution, right? So here you can see that there is default res 8020 by 1080, for example. So here your default res is going to be your horizontal pixels. So again, you need to change this to 1440, and your resolution height is going to be your vertical lines, and you're going to change this to 1080. So after this, you're gonna press Ctrl S to save this file. So basically I've overwritten this file. Now you can close this file. You can close this if you want. You can also close this, refresh it if you want. Now what you have to do is going to your Steam account. Alright, so what you want to do is go to Apex Legends, right click on it, say properties, and here you'll say something called launch options. If you guys are not using any launch options, this will be empty for you guys. So basically you need to put this in this launch options. So this string is going to be given to you in the description box down below. So just copy it and just paste it here, and you can just exit off. There's no need to save or anything. There's no option for that as well. So now basically you're launching the game in different options. So now basically you can just launch the game. Let's say play. All right. So your game is going to start. All right. So when your game starts, you'll be having these black bars at the top and as well as the bottom. So don't freak out. Just follow my instructions. So here what you have to press is Alt plus Enter. Alt and Enter. So this will basically minimize your full screen into a windowed screen, and you need to press Alt Enter again. This again going to maximize your screen, and here you can still see this black bar, but it is fine. Just get into this game now. Again, reminding you need to press that twice. So now your game looks like it is chopped off the bottom part of the game, but there's no need to worry because whenever you get into the game, it is going to be fine. So let's say I'm going to get into a firing range here. Alright, so as you guys can see, my resolution is now stretched. As you can see, it looks a way more bigger compared to your 16 by 10 aspect ratio. So this is personally my favorite resolution to use, mainly because you'll be having an insane performance boost in this one, and also you'll be able to see enemies clearly, and also all the objects more wider, like compared to say having a more crispier look, right? So basically in this, why I personally like this resolution is because the insane amount of performance boost you'll be getting with this resolution, and also your objects look way more clearer and way more wider, which is going to be good. And also few issues which I had with other resolutions were I was not able to move freely. My movement felt a little bit more frisky, but with this resolution I'm able to jump more, b-hop easily, and all the other things. I think it is because of increase in frames per second. I'm able to do this more easily, more smoothly. Other improvement which I saw in this resolution was your shotgun aims. So basically I was not able to aim my shotgun really well. I personally would miss a few critical shots whenever I need to finish. I try to use a shotgun and I were to miss my final shot and die. But with this new resolution, I personally felt that it was way easier to hit the targets. I think this is because they were looking a lot wider compared to your 1920 by 1080 especially. Right, and basically I was missing way less, which is a good thing about this thing. So overall, I think this is the best resolution in this game. If you want, you guys can try it out by following the steps which I included already. So use this resolution, try it out, and if you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more such awesome videos. I'm going to be bringing you more tips and tricks on how to improve your gameplay. So if you guys like these kind of videos, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.